Let's kick things off with some breaking news. If you've ever dreamed of being an attorney general, update your resume because they have an opening.
Major breaking news. President-elect Donald Trump's pick for attorney general is out. Matt Gaetz says he is withdrawing his name from consideration.
Trump himself has put out a statement. Matt has a wonderful future, and I look forward to watching all of the great things that he will do.
You want to watch all the great things Matt Gaetz will do? Might I suggest downloading the Citizens app? But yes, this was a shocking announcement from the Trump team. And as you can say, no one was more surprised than Matt Gaetz. What a week Gaetz has had. He resigned from Congress. Everyone talked nonstop about how he's a sex criminal and a pedophile, and now he doesn't even get to be attorney general. This guy is so hard that he had to Venmo himself 10 grand. So pour out a Capri Sun for one of the goats, but let's move on. We've all heard the official story of the 2024 election. According to the pundits, the Democrats were obsessed with woke they-them politics that didn't connect with voters, while Republicans were talking about real issues that affect people day to day. So now Republicans are in charge of both houses of Congress. So let's hear about the economy.
On Capitol Hill, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson took aim at Democrat Sarah McBride, the first trans member of Congress. He barred transgender people from using the Capitol complex bathrooms that do not align with the sex assigned at birth.
Okay, forget about the economy. I guess the national mandate was making it harder for this one woman to poop at work. And by the way, who appointed Mike Johnson as the king of bathrooms?
Under House rules, the Speaker has general control of facilities in the chamber.
Oh. I guess he's the king of bathrooms. Pardon me, Your Majesty. Government is weird sometimes. This guy is second in line for the presidency, and he also has to refill the soap dispensers. Anyway, so now Sarah McBride, the first trans congresswoman, hasn't even started work yet, and she already has to run around the corner to Starbucks to pee. And she is handling this situation more calmly than I would when I have to get to the bathroom.
Sarah McBride actually did respond in a statement. She said, "I am not here to fight about bathrooms. I'm here to fight for Delawareans and to bring down cost-facing families. I've remained hard at work preparing to represent the greatest state in the union come January."
Yes. Although, did you just say that Delaware is the greatest state? Have you tried any other state? I mean, you won. You don't need to keep saying that. But the point is, Sarah McBride is not the one pushing this issue. The whole thing started because of one Congresswoman, Nancy Mace, the Republican from South Carolina, where things must be running so smoothly that she can devote all her energy to this.
I'm going to fight like hell for women and girls to keep men out of women's private spaces, to include bathrooms, restrooms, locker rooms, changing rooms, you name it. You are not welcome.
If being a feminist makes me an extremist or a bigot or a monster, I am totally here for it.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Come at me, bro. Or bros in this case.
I don't love her bigotry there, but I do respect her dedication to getting her steps in. I listen to podcasts, but bullying your coworkers is also a choice. Honestly, transphobic Cruella de Vil's logic might backfire here, because all of her drama, ironically, is affirming Sarah McBride's gender. There is nothing that defines the female experience more than starting a new job and a woman at work just decides she hates you. And Nancy Mace really seems to hate Sarah McBride. It's like it's her full-time job.
In just 72 hours on X, Representative Nancy Mace has posted about trans women in bathrooms more than 325 times.
What the 325 tweets? How can anyone else even use the bathroom when Mace is on the toilet tweeting all day? Oh my God. Jesus. I have never hated anything so much that I had to buy a new data plan. That is way too much tweeting. Even Elon Musk is like, have you considered joining Blue Sky? She's not just posting on the internet, she's posting on the walls.
South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace hanging signs for biological women on restrooms.
Ta-da! Your tax dollars paid for this. But hey, she's getting a lot of attention for her bullshit politics. And even if it's pissing off a lot of people, you know who would not be happy with Nancy Mace right now? 2021 Nancy Mace.
Back in 2021, she said, I strongly support LGBTQ rights and equality. No one should be discriminated against. I have friends and family that identify as LGBTQ. Having been around gay, lesbian, and transgender people has informed my opinion over my lifetime.
Wonder what changed? I guess the biggest transition was Nancy Mace wanting to identify as the center of attention. Here's how you know that this is all performative. Well, first, the performance, ta-da! And also, here's what she claims the problem is.
I'm not going to stand for a man, if someone with a penis is in the women's locker room, that's not okay. I know how vulnerable women and girls are in private spaces.
Yes, of course. You just want to protect women from hypothetical predators. That would play a lot better if you weren't trying to get actual predators into the highest levels of government. RFK, Matt Gaetz. If Donald Trump nominated Bill Cosby, Nancy Mace would be walking in circles in an ugly 80s sweater eating a pudding pop. Bottom line, shit like this.
Men are not allowed in women's spaces, period, full stop, end of story.
Would land a lot harder if you weren't rolling with the guy whose attitude about women's spaces is this.
I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it.
Yeah. Ta-da!